Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do again a little bit of a different video. I'm doing all these different videos because I'm really trying to hone in on my my niche. I love watching makeup creators like God, she used to be called Soph Does Makeup. Well, she was originally Soph Does Nails, I think, and then she went to be Soph Does Makeup, but I think she might be just called Soph now. I don't know, but you'll all know what I'm talking about if you're a fan. But I love watching her videos. So I thought for my first makeup video, I'm gonna actually follow a makeup tutorial from someone because I'm really bad at doing makeup. Like, this will also help me get better at makeup. I'm really bad at doing my own makeup. I feel like anything I do, it just doesn't look flawless. You know what I mean? Anything I put on my face, it just never looks good. So I'm gonna follow a tutorial, but I'm gonna follow Samantha Harvey. I've got it in my little iPad, sorry. I'm gonna follow Samantha Harvey's tutorial, and she's doing sun-kissed summer makeup. Now the makeup at the start of this video looks absolutely stunning, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, she started with skin prep. I have already done mine, so I'm not going to put any more on. I have already put some moisturiser on. I just used the simple Repairing Rich Cream. Hello. Yeah, the simple Repairing Rich Cream. She uses the Tatcha one. Can't afford that. Step 1 done.
So my flawless filter. I've recently.
Okay. Step 2 is her flawless filter, which again, funds don't extend that far. So I've actually got, which is well loved. I love this stuff. I've got the Filter Finish by Collection. I did try the e.l.f. one, and the e.l.f. one was nice, but I find that this one is just as good, and it's like half the price of e.l.f., which is like a quarter of the price of the Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to use the Flawless Finish. And then I like to just put a bit on my neck. Just blend that in. What does she use to blend it in is the question. So let's go back.
I'm back in love with.
I appear to have lost her.
I feel like it's been so.
Honestly, this is how I know I'm not built for content creation life, because this just always happens. Fluffy face brush. What have I got that is a fluffy face brush? I normally like to use the Morphe M439, but she's in need of a bit of a wash, to be fair. I've got this one, which is, I thought, a stippling brush. Doesn't look like what she's using, but could I use that? I don't know. Which one? Ah, I don't know. You know what, I don't think it's that deep. This is only base, so I'm going to use my Morphe M439 to just blend that out. I like this one because I like to get it on my neck. I feel like it's quite big, so it covers a good amount of space. I feel like you could do with being a bit closer, couldn't you? Shall I zoom you in? Is that better? I don't know whether realistically you can actually see what I'm doing because of the lights. I've got quite a big window in my bedroom. But you know, what I need to remember is, I was watching Stephen Bartlett earlier, and he was basically saying to this girl that give yourself a year to be bad at something and test run loads of different ideas, and then in a year's time hopefully you've nailed it. So I need to remember that this is my first one. It doesn't need to be perfect. You know, you get better throughout time, and I need to try and remember that because I never do. So yeah, that is what I'm going for today. Honestly, if you're on a budget, she is the best.
Light reflecting foundation.
NARS light reflecting foundation, again, don't have. This is going to be budget friendly following. But for foundation, I've got a couple of options. The L'Oreal Infallible 32 Hour Fresh Wear. Maybe I'll use this one because she used the NARS Luminous one, and this says All Day Luminous. So I might wear that one. that is the actual foundation. Or I've got a couple of face tint, like skin tints. So I've got the Rimmel Condom 3. I love this stuff. Love, love, love it. Absolutely love it. So I've got that one. Or I've got the Primark Tinted Moisturiser. Again, love. This is so good. And it was literally, it's a price on it, £5. Oh my god, it's unbelievable. And I think this is only like £5-ish. But since she's using foundation, shall I use a foundation? Yeah, we'll go with the foundation. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal, where is she? L'Oreal Infallible 32 Hours in shade 60. Hello, come on in. Here she is. Oh, fuck! Cry. Look at it. Okay. I've not fixed the carpet, but you know, it'll do.
This is Patrick's hand.
Whoa, slow down, Samantha. Come on, need some more. Okay, so she bumps it into the skin and then... So if I'm looking to the side a lot, it's because I've got my mirror next to my camera. I felt that's just made me look really pale. Cream bronzer. So for cream bronzer, I have this one, which is a throwback. The BFF Pink Honey Bronzing Face Frosting. Oh my god, do you know when you've got like an itch when you got makeup on? Use the Morphe M523 brush. So I dab it in, and she said, where did she say to put it?
First and then going in with your other cream products, that is like totally fine. I still do that sometimes, but I really like just going in with my cream bronzer and blush and then like cleaning it all up with concealer. I feel like it's just a lot more satisfying. This is like the perfect tan sun-kissed colour. I usually don't do too much on my forehead, but because
So she does it like on top of your cheekbone and then...
been out in the sun all day, then you actually want to put it everywhere that the sun would hit. The forehead is definitely one of those places, so we're just going extra with the bronzer. Tap in and press in.
Okay, blend that out. But that doesn't look like the right colour. This is like really quite bright. So I think I'm going to go for this one. Okay, so she puts it on the back of her hand. Dabs it into a brush. And then...
eyebrow, just to make it look a bit more realistic. It's also really cute if you take a little bit on the bridge of your nose as well. So cute. Okay, now we can go in with concealer.
Okay, so she said above the eyebrows and then on your nose. Like that one. Well, it looks like both of those, to be honest. She's used the Terra 28, but like the colour is like probably a mix of both of those, so I think I might use both of these. So the Revolution Super Concealer and then the 17-second Skin Concealer, and she's using this under her eyes.
And I actually really do like it. Starting with just a wee bit in the inner corners underneath my eyes, and I always like to take some up towards the temple.
Okay. Okay, so she's got it like this, and then she's also, I'm not going to put any on my chin because I don't really like that. She's also gone there. Where else? Didn't pick up any extra. She just kind of, I suppose, blends in. The contour. Oh my god, I've just picked up my powder blush to like move it. Really? What a day I'm having. Pressed powder. Shock horror, don't know one. So I'm actually going to use, the air spun, I should have showed you. I'm going to use the air spun loose face powder. This is in shade translucent, because the only other option I've got is the Trigwell, but this is like white and she's got like quite a yellowy powder, so I'm going to go with the air spun. I need to be very careful with this because it's literally everywhere. And so she presses it into the back of her hand and then into her face.
Pressing this in wherever I put that concealer, and also the areas that I spot concealed. I'm still keeping this powder to the centre of my face though, because we don't want to mattify too much. Where is my brush? Taking a little bit on a fluffy face brush, dusting that just in the centre of my forehead. We're actually going to go in with 2 powder bronzers today. Both are mineralised skin finishes from
Okay, pause, Samantha. So she said basically wherever she spot concealed, and then on her forehead, oh my god, that's very itchy. On her forehead she just took a fluffy brush and lightly dabbed in. So I'm just gonna, I put too much on this one side, so I'm just gonna wipe that away. Okay. And then on to bronzer. She uses the MAC Mineralised Skin Finish, which again I don't have, but I do have, this is probably a bit dark in all honesty. I've got the Physicians Formula in Deep, Butter Bronzer in Deep.
I've got the shade.
So she said that she's putting it everywhere, that she put the cream bronzer, so
Taking this right underneath my eye so that it looks like actual.
I'm actually going to dab mine off because this blusher can be lethal. So yeah. This is the Beauty Bay blusher in shade Blossom. Okay, she's using a Patrick Tar palette, but I feel like it's similar vibes to this MAC palette that I built myself. You can tell which colour I like best. Not the darkest, the middle darkest, this shade.
Corner.
Okay.
Lightly buff it out. When I get out here, I am like barely touching the skin. And now that we've blended most of the product off of the brush, I'm just going to take it right through my crease. That's literally just dipping into the shadow once for each eye. Now I'm going to go back in with my nose contour brush, but I'm going to use this fluffy side now. I'm picking up this colour here, set it off, and I'm also just going to take that right the way through my crease and up towards my temples. Whenever I first place the brush on the eye, I'm always starting back here. I usually want the majority of the product to be on the outer corner so that everything's nice and lifted. Now I'm taking this pencil from Makeup Forever. This is in the shade Limitless Brown, and I'm going to run this through my waterline. This is what's really going to make your eyes pop. This is my favourite shade to line my eyes with. I feel like anything darker than this.
He uses a brown eyeliner, but I don't have a brown eyeliner. I only have a black eyeliner. Or I've got a dark brown lip liner. I mean, could I put that on? Could I put that in the corners? See if it works. Tell me, what do you think? Has that done anything? Like, can you see? It's like done a bit. Not a huge amount.
Okay. Separate your brush flawless, and it's the best setting spray ever.
Setting spray. Don't actually have a setting spray. I'm going to use this because I heard it's a dupe of the MAC stuff. So.
Huda Beauty said this when they said it to being perfect. I feel like there's not one concealer where you can get everything. It's either hydrated.
I'm going to use. I think I will have used. I'm going to use, what I like to do is use this one by Benefit to like separate my lashes, and then I like to go over with one of these to kind of like make them dark. So I'm going to go in with this one first. Let's have a look. I'm going to go over it with the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and these are all small because I don't really wear much mascara, so I don't get through them. I don't tend to get through them very quickly. Okay, lip liner. She's using a normal lip liner by Huda Beauty, but I actually am obsessed with this at the moment. It's the lip ink pen by Maybelline. I've got the shade Felted Flush. It's basically like a lip tint. I'm obsessed with it. Absolutely obsessed with it. So I'm gonna go in with that as my lip liner because it's a tint, so it'll stay. With this is like, it does look kind of crazy until you like blend it in with what was I trying to say? With like a lip balm or gloss.
Wow. You look gorgeous. Alf, what's your mother? You there, she's there. She's there. I know, she's done such a good job.
So that's the lips.
Lip glaze, just a little bit in the centre.
The finished look. I'm actually feeling a little bit dry, so I'm gonna go in with another spritz. I feel like you can't really tell, you can't see it very well, so I might actually like move you, take you somewhere with better lighting so you can see better. It's a bit better. So this is like by the window, natural lighting. That's a bit better. I like it. I like it, it's nice. I think it's a bit too full glam for me. This isn't what I'm kind of used to. But fun to try new things. Again, you can probably tell now with like how I look. I feel like I follow makeup tutorials and I try and wear makeup, but it just doesn't look. This doesn't look like hers. You know what I mean? Hers looks really like flawless, and I don't know if it's to do with my skin texture. If anyone's got any advice, please let me know. Is it to do with my skin texture? Because hers looked really like flawless and smooth and glowy, and I feel like, I don't know, can you like tell? Mine doesn't. It looks quite dry. So what is that to do with like primer? I mean, a moisturiser is quite a thick moisturiser. So what is causing that, if that makes sense? Is it the foundation I'm using? Is it I put too much powder on? I don't know. I need some advice because I feel like right now it looks kind of dry and hers looks really glowy and nice. So yeah, if you have any tips and advice, please, 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 I'm begging, let me know in the comments below, because I really want to up my makeup game. I just feel like it's rubbish and I really want to up it. So yeah, if you have any advice, please let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please also let me know, because I want to film more and more of them. I think I'm going to try and do more and more of these. So yeah, let me know. Thank you all for watching if you're here, and love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.